Caw. Just gonna wait a minute, see if the notification goes out. Very early live for Kim's Trippin'. So I'm just gonna wait a second. I'm sitting outside with my dog. I took him pee and poo before we started because he likes to interrupt my live. So if you hear him barking, it's because there's people walking around. But I'm just gonna wait a minute, see if the notification goes out. I don't know how many people to expect here today, if very many at all, because it's like this is not my time zone. I am an afternoons person. I usually go live late at night, but I thought I'd switch it up because that's what I do. I like to keep people on their toes. So it is what it is. Hey, Mr. Green Thumb. Woof woof. Yeah, you'll hear him. Guaranteed you'll hear him. So I'm just going to wait a second and I'm going to sit and watch myself smoke. And if you don't like smoking, then you can take your judgmental ass and go over there because you know what? It's not like I'm sitting here fucking shooting up heroin. Caw. So go fuck yourself. That's what I got to say to you. So yeah, today's gonna be interesting. Sorry if you're gonna hear like noises outside, but you know, sounds of summer, y'all. Get it, India. So this is how talented I am, okay? Like last night on the way home from work, I was like, I love driving with the fucking moonroof open at night. What I do not love is waking up, forgetting that I didn't shut my fucking sunroof and it was pouring rain. So it's like a thunderstorm in my car right now. And yeah, so then stupid me tries to plug in my phone and it's like, caw, alert, 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 you got fucking water in your phone. And it's like, oh shit, man. This is welcome to life with Kim Strippin. Never a dull moment. I tell you that right now. Okay. So get used to that if you're not already. And if you're not already, then you must be new. So hang on one second while I smoke on camera so all the judgmental fucks can judge me because I love that. But guess what today is? Today's judgment day for you people, okay? So, because I'm just going to say what I think about what's been going on. And we're going to start off with like the basic fucking hooked on phonics version of shit because there is this word that is thrown around non fucking stop and it has so many meanings and connotations to people. But I'm going to explain it to somebody who's like a normal average citizen who wasn't in the life, who isn't a criminal, and the word rat and what I think it means. Okay. To me, what a rat or a snitch is like somebody who either rats somebody out for their own personal gain, or if you go out and do commit offenses together, then you sell your buddy out. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Nice to see you here. So that's my version, okay? And everybody has probably a different version of that, and I respect that because if you were in the life, it probably does have a lot more meaning and a lot more emotion behind it, okay? But as a regular ass person, that's my version of it. And to me, that's what it means, okay? Like, and loyalty to me means at one time I used to think loyalty was like, you know, like whoever I roll with, if they were enemies with, I had to be enemies with. And then I realized, you know, that's very fucking immature. That's not loyalty. Um, what I now, as a grown ass adult, think of loyalty. Oh God, he's gonna bark. Okay, like I'm sorry, Dakota's always in the background. Okay, someone's out there with a fucking tractor. We live in the country, so you're gonna hear all kinds of shit out here. Okay, so now what I think loyalty means is just being a good friend. Is if I tell you something, if I trust you enough to tell you something. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hi, David. If I loyalty to me is like being a good friend, having my back 100% of the time, even if I'm in the wrong. Um, but I also expect honesty and I expect you to tell me like, hey, you fucked up or you did this wrong. I don't agree with this, but I still got your back. That's a loyal friend. Okay. What loyalty doesn't mean is that like now I'm enemies with this person, so now we all need to like have this mob mentality and we all need to group hate on this person. Listen, people, we are at least midlife for me. Like I'm gonna say I'm like 3/4 of the way through because I'm checking out at 60, maybe 65, depending on what I do with my life. But like I've done a lot, so I've seen a lot. I've had enough. Okay, so like if shit hasn't come together by 60, like peace out, right? So I was watching something last night, and it's not like me to get involved in other people's nonsense. Like, of course I watch it, of course I have my opinions, but I definitely never get in the middle of it because I know how these things work out here, okay? But last night I was watching Angel's show. I did not see the whole show. I turned it on, I believe, when I got home from work, and Tony Silo was on the panel, Adam was on the panel. I don't know, Marla, Angel, and Lee Cole was up there. And then I don't know what the situation is. Hey Tommy, long time no see. How's it going, bud? So the subject come up of like this whole Vinny Matalone, and I am so sick of hearing this fucking name. It's like Pokeroo to me at this point, okay, you guys? Like Pokeroo, where the fuck are you? Nobody knows because he just makes a random appearance here and there, and you know what? Who cares? So here's my 2 cents on the matter, and then I'm dropping this whole shit altogether. So of course the subject came up and people were slamming Cane Shades, okay? And out of all of the content creators that I roll with out here, the one person who I have never ever ever even caught remotely close to a lie is Cane Shades. I think in terms of the YouTube streets, because we know like the best of the best people roll out on these streets, like the mentally ill, like psycho people. Like you can essentially come out here and create like whatever you want. You can create a character. Many people do. Many people do that in real life. Okay. But me, I am as real as they come, and some people like it, and some people don't. But I really don't give a fuck, and I'm not changing for anybody. Hi, Carol. How are you? Both Carols. Yay, my girls. Um. So I just want to like talk about a few things, and then I'm going to open up the panel. And if you would like to come up, you're more than welcome. But I just want to get out a couple things first that have been like kind of in the back of my mind for quite some time. But I was just like, no, don't say it. Don't get involved. So last night, the subject, of this fucking Vinny Matalone, which, in all honesty, I don't even know what the dude really looks like. All I know is that he was like a former athlete way back when, like in 1905. I don't even fucking know. Okay. I'm not really into the whole sports thing, like somewhat, but not like the dudes. I'll be honest. Okay. Uh, so the subject come up, and then Kane must have been watching, and you're drawing chicken cutlets. How about some chicken tendies? Because some people might need some chicken tendies soon. They might need some comfort food. Um, so of course, the subject come up, and then Kane released a video. I don't know if it was like a video, if it was a phone call, if it was an audio recording. That wasn't clear. But of course, people are going wild in the chats, and everyone's entitled to their opinion. And I'm not saying that anybody's right or wrong. I'm just telling you my opinion on the issue, and take it for what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck am I? I'm just a dumbass Canadian, eh? So, but one thing I do know is people. I know crazy when I see it. That's for damn sure because I've had so much of that in my life that like warning bells go off a lot in my head, right? Where people don't even see it, okay? And I can't save everybody. Like, I mean, I don't wear a cape, okay? Like, there's no cape on my back. I wear a tinfoil hat, okay? So, but I'm honest, I'm fair, I'm blunt, and I just say it like I see it, and I'm always going to be that way, and I'm not going to change who I am for anybody else. And if that makes you uncomfortable, that's a fucking you problem, okay? So Kane Sheets must have been listening. He released this audio, and then people in the chat were saying that he's a rat for releasing this. I don't know if it was a phone call, if it was an audio recording, if it was a video. I don't know. That wasn't clarified. But that is not a rat, people. He did. Hi, Bears and Cigars. How are you? Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Usually I'm not live. I should actually be at work today, but you know what? It's a long weekend in Canada, and I decided to make it an extra long weekend because I wanted to, and I do what I fucking want when I want. So anyways, Kane Shades comes up on the panel. And finally, I felt like last night was like the closest thing to a civil discussion that we were having about this stupid fucking never ending goddamn issue about Vinny fucking Matalone, who nobody even knows, Pokeroo. Okay. So he comes up on the panel and things were like, calm, whatever. And people in the chat were like, I lost a lot of respect for Kane Shades because that's a rap move. No, it is not. Okay. When someone is calling into question your honesty, your integrity, your character, your reputation, you absolutely 100% have every single fucking right on this planet to defend your name and prove your case. And the information that he shared in that 2 minute clip. Hey Jay, good to see you in here. I told you I got you fixed up, bro. Sorry, I got allergies and today it's raining and everything's floating around in the fucking air. It's driving me insane. So, but anyways, they were saying that he's a rat because he put that up to show receipts because people are calling him a liar. They're calling him a rat. That is not a rat move. He did not share personal private information. He did not share confidential information that was shared in private. Chris, my dude, holy motherfucker, where have you been? And what is with that beard? Like you are a lumberjack. I've noticed that. But anyways, I'm jealous because I can't grow one. No, I'm not jealous, and I'm glad I can't grow one because I've seen some chicks walked around like with chia. Not for me, okay? No, no. So yeah, back to the situation. He is not a rat. He is not a rat. Kane Chase is one of the most straight up fucking honest people. And not only does he speak truth, but he comes with fucking evidence every single motherfucking time. Okay. You might not like what he did. You might not like what he said. But again, I'm going to reiterate that he did not share any confidential information. He did not break any privacy, any kind of confidentiality, and that's somebody who he is no longer friends with. So in my mind, some people will roll on you and they will fucking spill your secrets and they will fucking stab you in the back. And they don't even necessarily need to be an enemy to do that in this world today, okay? Because they're all fucking batshit crazy. But again, this is why I do shows like this because I am not going to take part in this fucking crazy shit. Morals, integrity, honesty, loyalty, communication, bring it back. They never went out of style with me. And all of you people who are buying into this bullshit of this new world, like you got to go along to get along. This is what I got to say to you. Okay. If you can't speak your mind and you can't stand, even if you're fucking standing alone, and dude, let me tell you how many times I have been the only one speaking up and I've stood alone. Okay. And I give zero fucks. As long as I know what I'm saying in my heart of hearts is the truth. And believe me when I tell you, nobody can ever call me a liar. If anything, I'm too fucking honest, okay? I'm blunt as fuck. I am honest as fuck. And I don't care if people don't like it, but I am not going to sugarcoat shit just to make you comfortable. It is what it is. And if you don't like it, hit the unsub button, okay? Because that's all I got to say to you. So anybody who thought that Kane Shades, for defending his character about something so absolutely fucking stupid, you guys, it's not even to his advantage to admit this shit, okay? Do you understand? I'm going to break it down for the fucking people in the back, okay? He thought him and his partner and a couple other people thought that this guy was somebody else. What does he have to fucking gain to say that, hey, I fell for this? I did not know. And I fell for this. It's not like he's made up some fucking grandiose story and is like, oh, trying to, gain off it. What does he have to gain, you stupid fucks who are still like, no, like that's not it. And then finally, Lee Cole had the voice of reason and said, it does sound like you. That's the most truth I've heard come out of his mouth in a while. No offense, Lee Cole. I'm not coming at you. I'm just stating my case. I know you don't like to get involved in certain things that, like you have your little thing that you do, and that's cool. And I'm not dissing you and I'm not disrespecting you, but I heard it as clear as day. The recording, the audio is shit. It sounds like it was like, analog, whatever. But I heard it as clear as day, Vinny Matalone. So it is what it is. Put it to fucking bed. He said it. Get over it. Just come out and say you fucking said it and let's move on because I'm so sick of hearing this shit. It's not like he made up a fucking story. It's not like he has anything to fucking gain about it. It's not like he said, this guy said he was this and he fucking went out and did all this shit and he's like trying to fucking get the guy all hemmed up and shit. It makes them look stupid. And you know what? I'm one of those people that would admit that, like, I fell for this. I was stupid. Like, for instance, the last time I did a live, I was talking about the Corey Feldman shit and how I was, I don't even use the word victim because I refuse to acknowledge that word. Like, remove that shit from your vocabulary. Hey, Coach Ray, what's up, dude? Yeah, like, I mean, I'm always going to be honest, even if it doesn't make me look good. You know why? Because I don't care. I do not care. And one thing, if it was me and somebody was calling me a liar, you best fucking believe I'm going to do whatever I got to do to set you straight. He's not trying to make you look like an asshole. He's just saying, dude, this is making me look bad. I fell for this shit. This is what it is. And that's the end of the fucking story. And that's all I got to say on the matter. Kane Shades is not a rat. I fucking stand with the dude. I heard him saying that he's not going to come back on fucking YouTube anymore. Kane Shades, drop that shit right now. Don't you fucking run away. Don't you fucking leave, because these people think some type of way. That's a them problem, okay? You're good at what you fucking do. You got a good show. Hey, Josie, how's it going, my girl? And it is what it is. And I respect people for telling the truth, even when it makes them look bad. So that's all I got to say on the matter. So anybody who was like, oh, Kane Shades is a rat, and I think totally different of him because he played an audio recording that shared no fucking personal information whatsoever. Again, I will say it again for the people in the back. Yeah, he has nothing to gain by this. So knock it off. If you choose not to believe it, that's your fault. But do not call people names that are not true, that are not accurate, that are bullshit, just because you feel a certain type of way. Maybe you didn't agree with it, but wait till it's you, okay? All the people in the chat that were calling him a fucking rat and this and that, and oh, I lost all respect. He didn't fucking dime the guy out. He didn't fucking release any personal fucking shit, okay? I gotta go get a Kleenex because I got allergies and it's driving me crazy. Stay Dakota. He's probably gonna fucking break out because I'm leaving him for a second. I apologize, but it's that time of year. I'm allergic to something in my fucking work. I don't know what the hell it is, but I think it's the place itself. As soon as I walk in there, like tears, like runny nose, like so I just have to get some Kleenex so I'm not sitting here waving my nose, because you know the word on the street will then be, oh, you're a crackhead, or no, what's that thing? What's that stuff you snort? Cocaine? Do you snort crack? I'm not even sure if you do. See how much I know about fucking drugs, okay? Kleenex. I'm gonna get the Kleenex. I'm gonna put it down for 1 second so you don't see the blow my nose. I apologize, but it is what it is. Shit happens. Here's my Kleenex, okay, you guys. Now I'm going back up to my car. Roll with me. Let's go. Take me on the road, okay? So I don't know how much time I have on this fucking live because I tried to charge my phone, but I left my fucking moonroof open last night. Good idea. And there was like a fucking rainstorm in my car today. So I tried to plug my phone and it's like beep, beep, beep. There's moisture in your fucking whatever. And it's like, motherfucker. Okay. Like, can't win for losing. All right. Let me see. Now I'm back. Hey, my dude, you were a very good boy. You didn't even fucking bark or nothing. Probably wait until I come back to do that, huh? All right. Let's see the comments, yo. Talk to me, my bitches. Let me see. 1 second. Josie, I am so loving your fucking videos of... I have a few things to say to Josie. First of all, I love your videos of Mexico. It's beautiful. I want to go. Like, hook me up. Okay. Secondly, you are fucking hilarious. I love Josie, okay? Like, especially when she's on a fucking tear. And her accent, like, she is so fucking funny. Like, oh my God, girl. Me and you, we would be like fucking inseparable, okay? And we would be a fucking very dangerous team, let me tell you. Now, when I get going, I sound a little bit more like a trucker because I don't have an accent. Well, maybe people say I have a Canadian accent, right? But it's not like a good accent, like a New York accent or like a, you know, a British accent or like not the accents that you can't really understand that you need like closed captioning to understand. Let me see. Whoops. New comments, bitch. Okay. I love that place. You know, I would rather go to Mexico than Cuba because I've heard the food in Cuba is not good. But then I don't eat anyways. So, like, I mean, I could, like, just give me a fucking swim up pool bar and I'm good to go. Like, give me a fucking strawberry margarita and a big straw and I'm good to go. Woo! I've never been to an all-inclusive resort. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, check this out. Watch this. Look. Can you see it across the street? Yeah. We're the welcome neighborhood. We're the welcome wagon. This is my dog, you guys. It's Dakota. Have you ever seen him? Now you can see him in action. You can't, like, pictures don't even do this guy justice. He is a fucking beast, okay? He needs a saddle. I can't even find a fucking harness that fits the dude because his chest, like the circumference of his chest is massive. Okay, shut up. You're done. He barks at kids, he barks at animals, he barks at everything. Like, I mean, but then so do I. Like, he is his mother's son, right? The food is great in Mexico. Have you left the resort? That's what I want to know because I've heard like a lot of stories about Mexico. But I always say that if I ever got kidnapped, they drop me off at the next town because once they realize, like, holy fuck, this bitch is a handful, we can't deal with her, like, get out. They wouldn't even stop the car. They would just open the door and push me right the fuck out. Okay. All right, you. Hey, look, now he's gonna suck up. Whenever I give him trouble, this typical boy, ding, look. What? Oh, no, no, no. You listen here, you. See, he doesn't even listen. Typical ding boy, right? He's beautiful when he's quiet. Very beautiful, yeah. I'm jealous of people that can dress up their dogs. Like, he's so big. I can't even find anything that'll fit him, man. Like, I can't even find a fucking harness. I went to the pet store, got like this extra large fucking harness that's supposed to fit a Great Dane. Okay? It doesn't fit him. Like, and when I walk them, there can't be any animals around. There can't be any unexpected things because he will fucking drag me. Like, it's like when a kid goes to walk a dog that's too big for him and the kid's dragging. Like, that's what I look like. But my bones break very easy now, and it's not fun. So he always makes an appearance. Now you can picture him. Like I said, the pictures do not do him justice. Dakota, come here, look. Oh, look, you're famous. You're on YouTube. Come here. Look, he's a dog, but you know what? We're on YouTube. People are gonna call you a fucking horse or something else that isn't true because people are walking around with their heads up their ass. Like, oh my God, like what is wrong with you people? How do you get through life? Like, honest to God, I want to know. Like, I think the stupid people of the fucking world need to write a book for the non-stupid people so we can understand how to deal with you fucks. Like, because I just can't relate. Like, my head will never be up my ass. I have too much self-awareness and I refuse to change who I am to make them feel comfortable. Okay? You change for me, bitch. How's that? I said what I said. You just bought a harness too? I love your dogs. I love dogs, period. Okay? And I think anybody that does not own a dog is a psychopath. Straight up psychopath. I don't understand cat people either. Okay, shut up. You. The dog is like 10 miles away now. Knock it off. Then I start yelling at him. We're an entire shit show. Like, this is fucking crazy. Oh God, I could write a book of YouTube shit. Like, I'm straight up like, but I do not want to even tell you half the shit that I have seen and experienced and endured. Because people take notes, and they're not unique or creative in their own thinking that they have to, copy other people. But you know what they say? Hey, Cuban B, imitation is the biggest form of flattery, right? And if you want to imitate this bitch, good luck. May the luck be forever in your favor because sometimes I can't even figure myself out. So if you can, you deserve a fucking Pulitzer Prize, okay? Peace Prize. Wherever the biggest fucking prize is. I don't even know. But I nominate you for that prize. And if there's an award, like a reward, you share that shit with me, okay? That's all. So yeah, let's see. Cuban B, unfortunately, it seems stupid. Oh, fuck. Okay, not in my world. Stupidity. Okay, but you know what they do? I will say this about it, is that they make great stories. And whether they realize it or not, they actually are great entertainment for us all. Because, like, the internet is forever. And yeah, go ahead, take your fucking videos down. But how many people screen record shit or download shit and put it on fucking private channels? Like, dude, welcome to my life. Like, there was so many channels about me before, but I've calmed my shit down in the years. But yeah, when all that shit was going on for me, like my first run in on this bullshit. Ooh, I want to talk about that too. I just got a notification. So yeah, like my first run in with all this YouTube drama, boy, was I in it. Okay. Like, holy fuck. But I will say this, not only does YouTube need psych evaluations, We also need a YouTube newsletter that goes out every fucking hour on the hour. I want updates when I'm at work because I just can't figure out all this nonsense. And some people's lives are so long. Like if I talk for like 2 hours straight, I'm exhausted. Like I don't even want to say a word for another 2 days now. Like I mean, I can sick listen to myself. Like it's like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm out. Peace out. I've said enough. Yes, please hit the like. You know what? I never say that. Hit the damn like, yo. If you like what I'm putting down, I never knew all this stuff went down on here until 3.5 years ago with Emery. First start. Oh God. Me and Emery have been through it. Let me tell you. Oh. Look what he just did. This guy over there on his tractor, he just fucking rolled over a lamp post. I see all kinds of stupid shit, and it's always in parking lots, you guys. You wouldn't even believe it. It's hilarious. Honestly, if I sit in a parking lot long enough, I see all kinds of shit, and I usually actually get in fights in parking lots. But that's where you see the most entertaining shit. So if you're ever having a bad day and you need like some entertainment or like a good laugh, just go sit in a parking lot. Straight up. Like you won't even need 20 minutes if you live in the same kind of town that I fucking live in. Yeah, this guy, look at. Good thing he didn't run over that kid. Kid, get away from there. Like I can't drive. Fuck. Well, now I don't feel so stupid for leaving my sunroof down. At least I didn't fucking hit a pole. Like, how did you not see that, dude? It's like 20 fucking feet in the air. Oh my God. Oh, see what I mean? I got a moment. Let's take 1 second. Allergies. I got my allergy pills, but clearly they're not working. Kid, get away from that fucking machine, boy. He can't drive. So yeah, I usually get in fights in parking lots. Like, let me tell you, I have some very interesting stories about parking lot fights. Actually, that could be a really good show. So one time, there's a few things, okay? So one time, this guy, what's he gonna do? Come pick up the light pole? Holy fuck, that's hilarious. And that's a dude driving. Like, okay, so people who say women are bad drivers, did you just see this guy fucking knock over a light pole? And now he's gonna go pick it up. And there's probably live electricity going to that thing. If I just watch somebody fucking die right now, somebody better call 911. I am a very nice nuts, but I don't say nuts. I am not nuts. I am colorful. Okay. I got stories, I've got knowledge, I've got wisdom. I wouldn't say nuts because like I'm rational, I'm logical. I believe in honesty and communication and all the old school values. So I don't think I'm nuts at all. I think everybody else is fucking nuts, okay? And I think it's a fucking travesty that the sane people of the world have to put up with this shit. Because when you're not nuts, it makes good entertainment. So back to the stories about the fucking parking lot. Like there was one time this guy like I was sitting there, like I pulled up in this parking spot, right? And he goes to try and get in his car, and this guy was like 400 fucking pounds, and he's like, "Did you have to park so close?" And I'm like, "It's not my fault. You're so fucking fat that you can't even open your door and get in the car." Like my friends in the car, she's like, "Oh my God." And I'm like, "Yeah, maybe I should have warned you. I should come with a warning label that, yeah, you never know." And hospitals, that's another place you don't want me to go because I will make shit happen. Okay, like I'm not above causing a scene. Like what you see here is really me. Like this ain't no fugazi fucking act. This ain't no fucking scripted shit. Like all of this shit. Yeah, no filter. You got that right, girlfriend. You got that right. And you know what? I wouldn't change it any other way. Look at he's picking up this shit. And the dumbass didn't even go and turn the fucking electricity off to that thing before he picked it up. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like seriously, you can't even make this shit up. Yeah, definitely no filter. So then there was another time in this parking lot where this girl, I guess she was in the store, and I was in the parking lot for a while. I was waiting to meet a friend, and she comes out, and for whatever reason, she went to the passenger side of her car, and I can't remember. She started lipping off, right? So she pulls out, like I'm not the one, okay? Like don't fucking lip off and expect me to just like no, right? Hey Cheech, how's it going, bud? Cheech, I'm Chong. What up? 420. No, it's actually 5:35 where I am, but so anyway, she fucking I can't remember what we got into it over, but she starts fucking lipping off to me, right? So then she's pulling out and her kid's in the fucking back seat, like in one of those what do you call those baby seats, right? So I said something to her and I'm like, yeah, go fuck yourself. So she leaves. She goes around the corner. She goes around the corner at like fucking 80 miles an hour. Okay, this bitch comes back and she starts fucking yelling at me. And now no, okay. Like if I were anybody, I would not come at me because like I'm just like I can go from zero to Ghetto Fabulous like that. Okay, flip the switch and it's on. Okay. So I was like, you just drove around the corner 80 miles an hour with a fucking kid in the back seat like that. You are fucking mom of the year, right? Like I was going off. All these people are looking. She was like, uh-oh, right? Because she realized what she'd done now because her kid's in the fucking car with her, right? It's like, you're a fucking stupid bitch. Like you try to make me look stupid. You're mom of the year. Like, you just jeopardize your kid's safety to come and tell me to fuck off. Like, put your money where your mouth is. Fucking swing first, bitch. Like, people are stupid. I'm not afraid to tell them either, okay? Like, it is what it is. And now, you know what? I've said enough. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna invite people if I can do it without fucking knocking myself out. So, Josie, if you are still here, I would love it if you come up. How do I fucking post this shit now? Oh boy. Here we go. If I get kicked out, don't be surprised, but I will be back. You know the drill, y'all. Okay, here we go. There it is. Buckle up, Buttercup. Yeah. Well, see, I mean, like, I'm not insane, right? Like, I mean, it takes a lot to get me to that point. Like, I don't just go off for no reason. Like, I never, ever go off for no reason. And I tolerate a lot of shit. But when I hit my limit, like, it's game on. And you're not going to win. So don't even try and waste your breath because, like, it will never happen. It will. I don't fight battles that I can't win. Okay, that's just the way it is. I'm smart. I know. I choose my battles wisely in life, and I don't know. If I were somebody else, I wouldn't mess with somebody like me. But it is what it is. So if anybody would like to come up, and if you got any funny stories, Ghetto Fabulous stories, if you got an opinion, if you want to just stir the pot. It is Friday. I mean, hey, let's do what we do. But I will say something, and I don't know if this is fact or fiction, okay? And I usually don't comment on things unless I have proof. But I will say one thing in a cryptic way because I want to find out if it's true. But if what I heard last night is accurate information, and a couple people did something that I would be surprised to hear that they did. Knock it off. You here comes that dressed up dog again, okay? Like, I mean, just a minute. Dakota. Do you want to go in the house? I think people that dress up their dogs are a little funny. I think they need kids, not dogs. Or maybe it's just because I'm jealous because I can't find anything that'll fit my dog. Maybe a scarf, maybe a friggin' muzzle. I do have a muzzle downstairs. In fact, he's actually supposed to wear one because he nips at people. He nips at people he doesn't like. Yeah, I tolerate a lot, but when I've hit my limit, I feel sorry. But there's a lot of warning shots. Like I don't just go off. It's like bang bang, pow pow, bitch. Watch out! Like it's coming. Okay, shut up, man. Like now you make me look like I'm a bad dog. That high pitched bark is just not welcoming to my ears. Okay. Yeah, it's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye, right? Yeah. So. Yeah. You know what's even funnier? It's like I'll take him to the beach and he'll be fucking losing it, and I can barely contain him. And people will come up and be like, "Is he friendly?" And it's like, does he fucking look friendly? Like he's salivating, he's barking like this, he's trying to get you. Yeah, his tail's wagging, but I wouldn't come near him. Okay, like he's a big black dog. Okay, look, I wouldn't go near him. But you would be surprised how many people do not have self awareness. Back to the self awareness thing again. We need to start a self awareness campaign. Okay, hey, listen. He's a boy. Boy dogs are dinks. They don't fucking listen. I waste my breath. Like it's like talking into the wind. Okay. My last dog was a girl. 14 years I had her. She was the most amazing dog ever. I didn't even need a leash for her. Hey, Downat. Did I miss people in the chat? Probably I did because, distraction. Okay, listen. Either you stop barking or I'm taking you in the house, sucker. Hey. See, I talk to nobody. I waste my breath. Like why do I bother? Yeah, that bark right there, that high pitch one. Stop it. It's like a bitch bark. Okay, sorry. Yeah, or you can catch the replay. Thanks for coming by, Paul. Good to see you, bud. Yes, damn it, Mandy. Why don't you come up? Josie, if you're here, come on up. Anybody want to come up with me and entertain me? I'm at 64% of my battery, and I don't know when I'll be able to charge my phone again because apparently there's moisture detected in my phone. Okay, listen, Dakota. All right, listen. I'm gonna let the smackdown on you if you don't knock it off. Okay? Here, no. Here, look at me. Hi, look. Here, look at the camera. Look. Here, look. Look. Oh no, listen. I'm trying to show you off, and you're being a bit of an asshole. Stop. Sit. You listen to me when I say something to you. No. Hey, this is how much of a douche this dog is sometimes, but I love him to pieces. I really do. I'd be lost without him. I really would. Chalk, what's going on, my dude? Harold, would you like to come up? Chalk, would you like to come up? Does anybody want to come hang out with me? Like, I'm not that bad, and I'm not in a bad mood, and I'm not in a parking lot, so I'm not going to yell. Or tell somebody they're a fat fuck, or it's not my fault you can't fit in your fucking car, okay? Like, you need a crane to get out of bed, like, not my fucking problem. Like, how about you lose weight like I did, okay? Turn the porch light. No, you need to leave it on, okay? There's a method to the madness. We live in the country, if you can't tell. Like, look at this is my neighbor. Nobody. Dirt. And on the other side, it's a fucking graveyard and an empty church, okay? Yeah. Follow the light. I don't usually actually use too many lights, but I do. This one always stays on for whatever reason. It used to be on a timer. I don't know what happened, but buddy, if you just missed the action, the guy across the road is on a tractor. Good thing he didn't hit the kid that's running around like a little demon spawn, but he did hit a fucking light pole. No, oh God, Dakota, I'm gonna take you in. You want to go inside? Go get a drink. I'll make him think I'm going in with him, and then when I fucking leave him there, it's game over. Driving, hold up, hold cup. All right, well, hey, you do know that you can go live from your phone, right? That's what I'm doing. Okay, Dakota, listen, don't bark at the kid, okay? He really doesn't like kids. Can't say I blame him much. Sorry, I didn't have kids. If anybody's wondering, I'm not a bad mom because I probably would have been a bad mom. Because I used to. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth because that's what I do. When I was younger, like I knew right from the time I was a teenager, I was like, no, I'm not having a kid because I used to look at him as luggage, right? Because okay, this was like my 17, 20-year-old self. I was like, I'm very spontaneous. I'm not a planner. I have a question for you. Yeah, hit me. What do you got? Maybe I have an answer. Maybe I don't. Maybe I might not like the question, but give her. Talk to me. What do you got? What's the question? What do you want to know? If I got the answer, I'll let you know what it is. And if I don't have the answer, maybe I'll Google it. It's very fucking noisy out here today, and I apologize because that kind of shit pisses me off when you're watching someone's live and there's all these distractions in the background. But as you've seen how big my distraction is. Do you need a passport to get? Yes, you do need a passport. And I would actually like to be reimbursed for mine because hang on, I gotta wipe my nose because rumor on the YouTube street's gonna be I'm a drug addict, but no, I'm not. It's allergy season, bitches. So go fuck yourself. But so yeah, they after I want to say the whole September 11th thing happened, they required a passport. And then, like, here's the weird thing, okay? Like, my friend lives in California, and she goes to Mexico a lot. Like, her husband's from there. They still have a lot of family there, and they go there quite regularly, right? I think his dad and all of his family is pretty much still there. He's got a couple cousins in LA or whatever, but so they go there, and the stories she fucking tells me about the border, like at TJ, I'm like, bitch, you gotta go live and show me this shit because like the border in Canada, I'm telling you, okay, we are not the ones you need to watch. Okay. I'm telling you right now, we But let me tell you this. Every time I've got maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but every time I go to a border, I seem to have a little bit of a situation of some sort. But I managed to walk away without going into a jail cell. But it sometimes usually costs me quite a bit of money to pay for a fine of some sort. But yeah, I could tell you some very interesting stories about that. I've had a couple incidences. Hey, listen, you. Oh, another dog. Okay, listen, I gotta take this dog in because he's getting on my last damn nerve. Come here, you. Listen, another dog. Just a second. She tells me at the fucking TJ border that there's like, it's like what do you call it, like a flea market basically. She's like, there's like people that walk up and down the lines and like try to sell you shit and like all this shit going on. And I'm like, oh my god, that would so never happen here. Like they are strict. It's like, I'm surprised they don't fucking strip search you like going through the Canadian border. And like I said, we are not the ones you need to watch, people. Like, okay, hello, like between Canada and Mexico, which one do you think? Like, we don't have, they try to take away our fucking firearms, and they try to take away all of our rights, like, and we were always known for like peaceful and saying sorry too much and being too nice and blah blah blah. Well, guess what? Those days are long gone. Okay, you go in and think about what you did. You're on a timeout right now, okay? Yeah. And I don't want to hear you squawking for me because you had a chance and you blew it. So you think about what you did. See what kind of mom I would be? See why I didn't have kids? Brains, people. Brains, okay? One sec. I wouldn't say I have a lot of brains, but I do know when. I know when to hold them and I know when to fold them. But yeah, it's like, so one time, I'll tell you this funny story. My friend, oh, I miss her so much. She used to call me Thelma and Louise. I used to call her Thelma. She used to call me Louise. And this is the reason why. We used to go, this was before you needed a passport. And we used to go over there all the time to like the outlet malls and like the Niagara Falls side, right? Because like, I mean, it's a lot cheaper to buy like brand name shit, right? And we used to do that or like go for the weekend or whatever. And one time we got this bright idea that we're just going to not, because we used to buy all kinds of clothes and not claim all that shit and whatever, right? So this is when I found out that they actually have the borders mic'd. Note to self, don't talk at the border, okay? So, because yeah, they can hear you. So, anyways, the one fucking time we're like, oh, let's just get some booze and not tell them and not pay for it. Like, how stupid! Like the tax would have been like $20 fucking dollars, okay? But this was a long time ago. I've gotten smarter as I've gotten older. Okay, who is that? You need to show me your face if you want to come on because I've never seen you unless you've changed your name. But you don't have to go on camera. But if you want to come up, you need to show me your face. I can't see that picture. I need to see your face. Turn your camera on for a second. I won't put you on the panel, but I need to know who it is. Because I am not flashing no dongs on here, okay? So, all right, you don't want to show me your face? Then go fuck yourself. You're missing out on the fun. That's your problem. That's a you problem. Yes, they are. People are leaving Canada in droves. You don't understand. Have you not listened to any of the videos that I have posted over the last couple of years? Well, the first I've lost so many channels on here because Canadians are allergic to the truth and they really, really want to keep you under their thumb and like keep you shut up and not share the truth of what's really happening here. But I'll tell you. But you have to be careful because, like, all of our constitution that we thought was so powerful, stomped all over like the horses in Ottawa. Okay, but people are fleeing Canada because it's next level here. Okay, but here's an honest question, and I'm not going to talk about this because I'm over bitching about shit. But I do have a valid question that I think if you're a logical person, which the people that I'm talking to are not logical, they're narcissists, psychopaths who have their head up their ass and have yes men around them and are so far removed from reality that they wouldn't even fucking know it. But one day that's going to change and I can't wait till it does because when it does, dude, I'm going to be fucking there. But anyways, when you can't walk down the street in public without having 100 fucking service people around you and every single fucking where you go, people are screaming at you saying, fuck you, get fucked, drop dead. Like, we hate you. Me, I'd be like, oh my God, maybe I need to change my ways, but not this motherfucker. This toddler just, waves his rattle. But, oh yeah, dude, I like, if I could retrieve my old channel, like the last channel I lost, I was in Ottawa for the convoy. And actually, Pat King is going through, you guys have heard me talk about Pat King, and his trial just started a few days ago. And I have to, like, as much as I'm dying to know what's going on, in my heart of hearts, I already know what the outcome is going to be, and it makes me fucking irate. And I want to know what is going to be the fucking breaking point for you fucking cucks. How invasive do they need to be in your life? How difficult do they have to make your life? Like, let me tell you, just give you a brief rundown for the people that aren't from Canada and thought we had such a great country, which we did at one time. But let me tell you what the last couple years have done, okay? In all seriousness, and why I used to be so passionate about the shit that was going on here is because it fucked my life over. Okay. Um, I have always been gainfully employed. I have always been able to support myself. I have always been financially independent, everything. And I never really had to worry about much, if I'm being honest. But the last couple of years, we have record high inflation. The cost of living is so fucking astronomically insane that people, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, you guys, are renting out beds to share with a stranger. And I'm not a racist person, but these people are not originally from this country, and you need to take your third world ways and go back to your own country, because that's not how we do things here. And I am not sharing a bed with a fucking stranger. Okay, you can get fucked, like with no lube, get fucked. Okay. That's a hard no. They have made life so miserable for people, and so they have created this divide. And the scary thing is, a lot of people don't even understand what's happening, because they're just looking at the distraction, the surface level bullshit. Okay. But we have homeless people at an exponential rate, overdoses through the roof. They've legalized every damn drug. I don't know if it's legal in Ontario, but in BC, in British Columbia, everything is legal. You are allowed to carry up to 2.5 grams of any fucking drug you want. They have, what do they call it? A safe supply. Okay. Um, so why don't you just say you're giving up on people without saying you're giving up on people? Okay. They are trying to implement a program called MAID, medically assisted in dying. That program was only offered to people that were terminally ill. Now they're doing it. They're trying to get it. They've got the royal assent, but people like advocates are pushing for this, because now they want to make it so if you're mentally ill, you can go to this program and get the doctor to help you die. This is how they care about our citizens. We have no money for, affordable housing. People are not eating. People are living on the streets. The mental health here in our country is so sad to see what our country has become. And we can't save our own citizens, but we have money to launder to other countries to support a war that we have nothing to do with. And that's just my opinion, and I know nothing about it, right? Like, I don't pretend to be educated on shit I'm not, but I know what I know. And I know that this is not the world I grew up in. This is not the country that I once knew. And I don't even know if there is something that would ever be able to remedy the damage that's been caused, in all seriousness. And I'm at a point now where I've let the anger part of it go. But I will tell you this, is that I have had 14 loved ones die since June 26th of last year. And out of 14 of them, only 2 of them were old and died of, like, whatever, old, right? And 1 had cancer, and the rest died suddenly. And I wonder what that could be from. Okay. Now, yes, we've made a lot of progress, and yes, things are coming out now, but there is nothing that okay, this is the part, like, this is what I talk about, double standards and hypocrisy. Okay. For most of my working career, I was management. And the expectations and the standards for me and my job are higher than these so-called, toddlers, slash elites, slash, you know, captain get out of every fucking thing because I have this immunity shield and bullshit just repels right off me. And different rules for different fools. Well, I'm not a fan of that. Okay. So now what you've told me loud and clear to all Canadians is we live in a lawless society, and that you can launder money, and that you could do insider trading, and that you can remove people's God-given constitutional rights and stomp all over it like it's toilet paper, and all of that is okay. And you don't care about the homeless people. You don't care about people starving. You don't care that the food banks can't even keep up with the supply, but you have money to send for war. Good to know where your priorities are at, okay? Good to know. I remember Carol, my good friend Carol. I remember we talked about this on a live once, and she told me about the 34,000 people that were being sent from New York to Canada. Remember that, Carol? Well, I told I told one of my buddies about it, and they went down there to Roxham Road in Quebec. It's an illegal border crossing, and I wouldn't even call it a fucking border crossing. It's a fucking tarp, okay? It's a tarp tunnel. Tarp tunnel, guys. Like, I could make something better. And it was like, so they go down there, they're fucking live streaming. This was the most hilarious shit I've ever seen in my life. Ro, if you're watching, I want to stream that one day because it was fucking straight up hilarious. Like, so, they were very upset. Let's just say that they had visitors because it's very remote. It's very like in the middle of nowhere. Okay. It was a port that a lot of people, like, you can walk through people's backyards and end up on the other side. And I'm not going to say for what reasons why you would do that, but pick up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? But then the very next day, they're like, you're not allowed to come down here. You're not allowed to live stream. Well, you know what? If you're recording me, I'm fucking recording you. How do you like that? Yeah, I said what I said. Like, if we're in public and you're recording me, nothing is private in public. So go fuck yourselves. You don't like what I say? I don't like what you've done. I don't like that I've lost so many people I love. I don't like it that, we have to work 70 hours a week now on a single income because everything in this world now is based on two incomes. Well, what about the fucking people? You know why I take it so personally? Because I am the person that they are attacking. The former middle class is no longer middle class. Now you're fucking working poor, okay? You're poor white trash. That's what I am now. And they are coming at me, okay? They are coming at my category. All this help, all these government fucking programs they have, I qualify for none of that, nor would I. But it's very selective in who they help. And they want you relying on them. If you guys really want to get technical, and I really don't want to talk about this, but I could I'm going to do a live one day, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm talking about. I should go get it because I actually fucking wrote it down. Because this is what people need, because we're talking to fucking hooked on phonics people, and I'm one of them sometimes too. Don't get me wrong. I don't know everything about everything, but I will tell you this is a lot of things have happened by design, and all those things that were like, oh, I wonder if this was done on purpose. Yes, motherfucker, it was done on purpose, okay? Yes, it was. You're not wrong. You're not stupid. They gaslit your ass. They fucked you over. They stripped you of your human rights. They divided our fucking families, our everything. Do you know how many friends I lost because some people have, the foresight to see things coming before they happen. Okay. And like, I'm no fucking psychic and I'm no future teller, but one thing I know is business. Okay. It's what I've done for 25 fucking years. Okay. What I specialized in specifically was walking into third-party logistic companies that were operating in the red and got them to operate in the black. And I could do it in a very short order. And I knew when they shut down the economy that, yeah, we're fucked. And people don't even understand. And they thought I was the crazy one. Okay. I'm not going to say, I told you so. I'm going to say, you're welcome. I fought for you even when you were too fucking stupid to see it for yourself. But they won't say they're sorry, but they know it. But fuck you. You thought I was crazy? I'm not pissing in a kitty litter box. I don't identify as a fucking giraffe. Okay? But I'm the crazy one. I beg to fucking differ. Okay? I think you're crazy. How's that? But if you talk out against them, guess what? The fucking censorship gods come out and fucking the lightning strikes and they fucking say, no, you need to fucking think what we say, and you don't have the right to an opinion because you are an asshole, and we're going to turn your whole fucking entire family and friends against you because we own the media. I don't know if it's like this in America. You know, I know like there's, you know, CNN and there's Fox on one side and the other, but our media here is bought and paid for. And that's part of it. When you own the media and you pay for them and they're federally funded, are you going to get the truth or are you going to get a narrative? I don't know. I'm stupid. What do I know? I only know logic and common sense, which is not so common these days. But we need to bring that shit back, okay? And we also need to bring down giving people beat downs for being stupid because, like, some people get, and that's the generation that I came from, and I'm a better person for it, okay? And I think we need to go back to that. Some people need to throw a punch and they know it. And they walk around saying things to people that, no, I'm not the one. Don't fuck with me. Because if I let myself go into fight or flight mode, like there's nothing stopping me. I'm telling you right now. Like I'm stronger than the fucking Terminator. For real. Okay. That's the only good thing out of PTSD is the fight or flight. Like it's a real thing. And you get strength that you didn't even fucking know you had, okay? And it's a real thing. But I don't unleash that because it cannot be unleashed. Like you need to keep the lid on that shit and you cannot let that come out because if it comes out, I can't promise I would stop. So I don't that's why I give you warning shots and that's why I'm so vocal, why I'm so honest and I'm so blunt because I'm telling you you're a fucking idiot. You're pissing me off. You're on my last goddamn nerve and you have the right now to turn around and walk away before you fucking get yourself in a situation that you're not going to like. So don't push me to that point. Take my advice and get fucked, okay? That's all I can say. I'm not going to jail for some fucking punk ass bitch because my freedom means too much to me. And I'll just be honest with you. I wouldn't do well in jail, okay? I wouldn't. Like you're not telling me what to do, okay? Like nobody's my boss. Even Dakota tries to boss me around my dog. And you see what happens to him. He's in timeout right now. He's probably sitting in my house right now because he's mad at me because he knows I'm here. And dang, actually, I should probably go check on him because I bet you he is. Dang, let me put my glass on so I could actually see what's going on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they own all the resources. You know what the funny thing is I heard one dude say this and it stuck with me. It's funny. What did he say? He's like, they he goes, wait. How did he go? He goes, they got the resources and the weapons, but we got the numbers. But people are too stupid to realize that even, you know, in times when it matters the most, you put your fucking differences aside like an adult and you work towards a common goal. And the common goal is fuck around and find out. Okay? Read between the lines. Is there somebody backstage? Oh, I'm sorry. You've been sitting here for a long time, haven't you? Add to stage, my buddy, Mr. Greetham. Buddy, what's going on, my dude?
Hey, I had to change
Hey, I'm
picture.
sorry.
You didn't
I
recognize me.
didn't have my glasses on.
It's
I didn't
okay.
see you were sitting there. Let me hang on 1 second. Let me see because I think Troc wants the link too. So let
Yeah,
me see if I can.
I just left him the link
Oh,
and
good. It'll take
like
you a lot
that.
less time than it takes me. Anybody wants to come up? If I don't know you, you got to show me your face, okay? And if I
Yeah,
don't know you, there's probably a reason.
and no, that's the reason why I changed my name. I came back because I'm like, oh shit, yeah, the
Was that you
yeah,
before hash
yeah.
whatever? See, because I said
It's
you got to
okay.
change your name, whatever.
I know,
And
I get
then
it.
I seen the avatar change, but I could like my eyes. I mean, I'm looking on a phone, so it's like this big, right? Yeah. See, I couldn't.
Yeah,
Personal stalker, I will follow you. I love that. Oh my god, you got to send me that in WhatsApp. Send me that picture. That's so freaking cute. Anything dog, I'm in.
yeah.
Okay.
I figure so. I
You what? You
figure.
think I'm sick? What'd you say?
How you been?
Well, it depends on the day.
Yeah, no,
Uh, yeah, no,
I'm just
pretty good for the most part. I mean,
good.
yeah, it's up and down. You know how it is. But
And my second question is, how's your puppy?
he's good.
Okay, good.
Um, so for those that don't know,
You scared
the
us
last
the
live
last
I
time.
did, I actually sorry,
You scared us the last time.
jeez, dude, I was scared as fuck. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know.
for the people that don't know, I had a live schedule. I don't even know when it was, like maybe almost 2 weeks ago, and right, like it was minutes literally before I was going live, and all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, my dog got violently fucking ill, and I mean like just out of nowhere, he was fine. And he was walking like it was like he was drunk. And I'm like, oh my God, I seen this in my last dog. And it was a fucking, she used to get seizures and then it was a stroke. And she was, or sorry, he was vomiting and pooping at the same time. And I'm like, oh my God. So like I didn't know what to do because it was like minutes before I was supposed to go live. I was here by myself and my dog is my whole world, right? So it's like when that happens, I panic. So I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Right. So I came on and like this went on for like a good hour. And I'm like, hey, my dog is so heavy. I cannot lift him. Okay. And I have no neighbors. And this was late at night. I don't know, 11, 12, something like that. And I was like, oh my God, like if I wait too long and I can't lift him and it's an emergency, I would jump off a bridge if I didn't save him, right? Like, I mean, so I was like, I'd rather save him. So, the vet that I used to have in my city, Brantford, everybody knows where I live, whatever. Holloway and Gretzky, what up? My vet used to be open 24/7, but since the whole COVID shit, it's no longer. So I had to drive to fucking Hamilton, hour away for people that don't know, to get to this emergency vet. Well, by the time we got there and we're in the parking lot, now he's come around. He's like, once the air hit him, he was better. So we're in the parking lot and I'm like just observing him for a minute. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna go in. Well, this other dog was coming out and then he was like dragging me across the parking lot trying to attack this dog. And I'm like, okay, he's himself, right? But I don't know what it was. I don't know if he ate something that he shouldn't have. I don't know. But like as quick as it came on, it left. But that's never happened before. So like I was like, oh my God. But then I deleted it after because I'm like, oh my God, I was like almost in tears and I'm like panicking and it's just like I don't like people seeing me when I'm off my game, right? Like I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, even though totally people would understand, but it's just it's just me. Like people think I'm so tough and brave all the time. Well, I'm human, right? Here, let me see. What am I missing?
Next time, update us faster.
Well, sorry, like because
And I
I
get
didn't
it.
know, right?
No,
Like I
no,
didn't
no. I
know
get it. I get it.
because like okay, so what happened was like before that, like that day, like earlier in the day, I had him outside and he was eating grass. And I know when dogs are not feeling well, they eat grass, and I didn't think anything of it. And he was a little like kind of just I don't want to say lethargic, but he just wasn't his like normal pain in the ass dickhead self, right? Well, then, like I said, it came on really quick. So I was like, okay. And then, like, I never even thought somebody said, like, oh my God, parvo, but like, I'm a psycho about where I take my dog, right? Like, I don't like them around fucking strange dogs because, like, I don't trust people to get their dogs vaccinated properly, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was crazy. So, anyways, how are you? Enough about me.
Me. Mental health is kicking my ass, but I'm still surviving, I guess.
Yeah, I've had a
Be-
rough week or
Yeah,
two
being
myself.
in the being in the middle of the shithole doesn't help.
Are you
But
following the Pat King thing? Like, you know
the
what? I'm
yeah, yes and no, yes and no.
I
The
want to. I
Yeah.
wanted to follow it, like me, right? Like just
Mhm.
on everything. But I had to purposely distance myself from this because I already have a very bad feeling about this, and they're gonna make an example out of him because he has so much
Yep.
influence, and I don't know what it's gonna take for Canadians to get their head out of their ass. But if they don't realize whether you like Pat King or not, this is setting a precedent.
Eh,
Okay.
uh,
And nowhere in our constitution does it say you have the right to peacefully protest
mhm.
as long as we agree with your cause. Because we've got people fighting for different countries, and I'm not going to pretend to even know what it's about. I have no opinion one way or the other. But it doesn't say that unless we agree with your cause, you're allowed to burn down buildings and pillage and assault people. We didn't do any of that. And we were labeled terrorists and Nazis and all these other
Yeah.
things. And it's like, dude, you're fucked. Like, I can't even, I'm
Well,
sick of explaining it to people.
just like the whole thing about Diagolon and all that that's going
Yeah,
around recently.
yeah,
I'm like, they're all like, everybody is like, oh, it's a known terrorist organization.
I know. You
Organization.
know how
I'm
many
like,
people I
okay,
lost as friends because they believed the news and didn't pay attention? And it's
but
like, you know what? I
to
didn't
me,
think you were that fucking stupid, but apparently you are.
to
So
me,
bye, bitch.
yeah, to me, when people are telling me, and I have a bunch of people that told me the same thing too on my side, I'm like, okay, first thing first, let's check your fact. I'm like,
Yeah.
show me one fact that
It-
it is an actual terrorist organization.
Well, you know
And
what that
oh
tells
yeah,
me immediately is that they were only following mainstream media and they
yep,
didn't even bother to look at one live
yep,
streamer. And there was
exactly,
like thousands of us doing it,
exactly.
right? And the
The
thing that hurts, I do have to say this, is the thing that hurts is like I have friends that I've been friends with for 30 years.
mhm.
And like that one hurts my fucking heart. And it's like, bitch, don't make me come out to BC because I will drive out there and make you talk to me. Because like you know me, you know how I roll. I don't make shit up, right?
Yep.
Bye, Downak. Thanks for coming by. Can you drop the link again? Because I think I seen Chalk say up earlier that he didn't see the link. And
I
Mr.
can
Smith
only
is here too.
I can only drop the link in private chat because
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not.
hang on. Let me get it then. One
Yeah,
second. If I kick myself out, you carry this shit. You got it. Okay, just a minute.
but yeah,
I can't believe I used to be good at this.
to me, I see it. The I lost friend too, and then I lost friend because they can't debate, and they're so angry that they can't debate, and I'm like, for me, the whole thing with Pat King and all that, I met the guy in
Yeah,
person.
I've talked to him a lot
Like,
actually, and I've
oh
arranged
yeah, I
interviews
met
with him
the
with
guy. I
Kyle.
smoked weed with him.
Yep.
I didn't have personal issue whatsoever when I talked to him. Did I
Yeah.
see him 2 days ago in court? Yes, I did, because I also have court in the same city, and I'm in a different room. So that's what I mean. We did exchange few words and all that. I
Oh, I've
realized
talked to Pat a
that
lot. I've arranged interviews with, well, you know that, with him and
hey,
Kyle, which Kyle is Justin Trudeau's brother, the fucking toddler's brother, the Prime Minister of Canada's brother, just to
whatever
piss him off.
whatever they're doing on Pat King, they tried with me and it failed. So
Well, and the reason why I take this shit seriously, whether I agree with the person or like him on a personal level or not, is I've always been that one where they try to make an example out of me. And it's like, dude, like if you think I'm gonna crumble under the pressure, like that's when I rise up and do my best work. Like,
and that's something the I was talking with PK about that when I saw him. Is I told him I showed him the charge, everything that they had against me and all that, and he looked at me and he's like, "You're still outside speaking?" And I'm like, "Yeah." They can't even shut down my social media at
yeah,
this point.
listen to this, you guys. Like, okay, so for the people that don't know who we're talking about, what they're doing, basically mischief, counseling to commit mischief, obstruction and minor bullshit charges that like the guy who was threatening my fucking life got a ride to the fucking
Mhm.
police station after 6 weeks of numerous complaints and got driven home within 20 minutes. But Pat
Mhm.
King speaks up and he can't even go on social media. They froze his bank accounts. They canceled his fucking insurance, his everything. You know what they're doing? And I'm just going to say this. Like, they don't even understand the damage that, like, he's going to have PTSD now from this. He already does.
Oh,
I
I
can
know.
see it
He
now.
does. He
And
does.
that's what their goal is to financially break him, emotionally break him. And you know what? In my opinion, if one of these people that are under attack and obvious to everybody what's happening, if one of them end up taking their own life, believe me when I tell you, like I will be the fucking one screaming from the mountaintops, and I will make sure that somebody pays
The,
for
the
this.
as far as I've seen, the energy is too strong for that. I think about it every single freaking day, but it's not worth it.
I don't anymore. I used to,
I
but
wa-
you know what? You know what? I come to the realization because you guys know how I used to be about it. But then when I realized, like, what they were doing, it's like I'm not going to give them that control.
no, hey,
Like I am not. When I realized, it took me a long time to realize what was happening, right? Because yeah, my mental health took a shit too, as did everybody's during that time. But when I realized what was happening, it's like, wait a minute, that is the whole goal. Like, you know what? I really want to go get that, but I want to do it on a separate live
the
because it's a very powerful thing. And
Mr. Mr. Smith made the video the other day for us technically Canadians and all that.
I
I
know I'm
loved it.
so
I
upset.
loved
It's
it.
like,
I was laughing so hard, like I'm
oh,
expecting
I did
something,
too.
and then
And
I
I
get
was
the
like,
end, and I'm like, "Yep." And I almost like I laughed because I wished I had that video when I went to court, because they did label me a terrorist in my own country, and I did fight it
oh,
in
they
court,
called
and
us everything under the sun on fucking
yep.
national TV, and this is what people were going around
Oh,
talking.
I
Like
know,
our own family and friends thought we were fucking Nazi terrorists, and it's like
but
they make up all these words, and it's like my first statement would be to you, first of all, if you cannot have a conversation without using a name or a label or an insult or manipulation, then I think you are the weakest motherfucker walking around, and you might as well sit down when you pee, because I have zero respect for you, cock. Like,
the reason why PK is having such problem, and I did explain it to him, and he looked at me and he's like, "Fuck, you're right," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." The For me is I was telling him, I'm like, "Look, if you had a criminal record prior to the whole thing,
yeah.
they didn't just label me a terrorist. They put it on my criminal record where it
Well, yeah.
was, and then you can't do anything. Like it's already like I was on a watch list at that point.
Who cares? We all
And
were.
no,
Like, I
no, but
mean, I'm
I,
on my
I,
fifth channel. You don't think I pissed somebody off? Of course I did, but that's what I
that's the
do.
thing.
That's what I do.
I've been labeled a criminal all my life, and I
I
care.
I don't care what people think of me. That's not my business.
Oh no, no,
How about
I
that?
don't care what people think, but I care what the law system think about me because without that, technically, I can't. Like I'm a disabled person, so my prestation would be cut out if, let's say, I have something like a terrorist label on my record. I'm telling
Dude,
you,
we all do. We're
ODSP
all
would
on watch
use that.
lists.
Yeah, no, oh, well, yes, but
Listen, if you want out of the country, I know a backyard
I
near in
degraded to
Quebec. You can get the
the
fuck
lower
out.
one.
Okay.
I degraded to the lower one, the lower list that they have, only because I fought them in court. Like I took them to court because they labeled me a terrorist, and technically I can't find a job anywhere. I can't do anything, even if I'm disabled. If I wanted to
Well,
do
the
it
first thing
right
is
now,
you live
I
in the
wasn't
worst
able
city
to.
in Canada. Okay, I hate Ottawa. It should be
Yep,
fucking condemned and burned down, as far as I'm concerned, metaphorically speaking. Get the fuck out of Ottawa. Okay, that's your problem. I hate
it-
Ottawa. Don't come to our city. Like, what do you mean our city? It's the national fucking capital of Canada. You stun cunt. Excuse my language, but that is what they are.
yeah.
And they were so rude. It's like you obviously haven't been punched in the face enough. Okay, like for real. And you don't like it. Oh no, we interrupted your fucking Netflix watching. Oh, so sad. Go fuck yourself. Like,
ODSP are so bad; they're not giving more than 1,100 a month. Therefore, I cannot move anywhere in this province
get a side hustle, dude.
for the la-
Everybody does.
for the last 12 years. We've been on those lists of low income housing to get one because we can't afford to like where we lived. Our landlord did try to evict us, and then when he realized how poor we are, how less we don't get, he
Yeah.
realized, oh, I can't really evict you, so he stopped. But I know he's itching to do something. He's itching to lift up the rent, but then he knows I'll fight him in court because we don't have the money. So technically, he's not allowed to do it.
Well, the way that I see it is I'm not on any like I work, right? I don't want
Mhm.
to say how much I make, but it
No,
at one time it used to be considered, I'm not going to say good, but I'm going to say a comfortable
yep,
income. But now it's not enough to go around and I need roommates.
yes,
I can't, like, unless I want my entire fucking paycheck to go just to rent alone and never mind the fucking car payment I got or
yeah.
anything else. And don't
I,
worry about food. You know why they're coming out with all these drugs to make people lose weight? It's not because they care about your health. It's because people can't afford fucking food, man. Like, for
exactly.
real. Like,
Yep. Oh yeah. And for me, like I say, the like I fixed my life. Like I was troubled when I was younger and all that, and I fixed my life. And it took me almost like 25 years to redo my life, and now they changed all what was making sense for me to continue doing being a good
but here's the
person and all
thing:
that. And
don't give them that power. That is what they want. Don't make me go get this book. I will school the shit out of everybody,
yep,
and like because it's all done by design. It's to make you doubt yourself. It's to make you think that
yes,
there's a lot to it. Okay,
hmm,
if nobody has ever read The Art of War, there's a lot of principles
all right,
behind it. There's reasons why things
yep,
happened the way they did. Things history repeats itself. I was not one like when I was in high school, I cared more about my social life than I did about learning, I'll be honest.
hmm,
And I went back and I started to really do a lot of research about things because I was like, well, in order to know where we're going, you need to look at where we've been. And
exactly,
like I said, I never really cared about. So I started looking. I tried to watch it on Netflix, and I was like, I can't because I'm going to throw my phone. So then I started to watch this one thing on YouTube who wasn't monotone and made me want to sleep and commit awful, heinous homicides. Huh. Kidding, CSIS, fuck off.
hmm,
But yeah, I started to look and I was like, oh my god. So all of the things that they're doing, like it's all out of a playbook. It's
yep,
and so many
yep,
people are falling for it that I thought were intelligent people that I now think are stupid fucks But it's like, dude, if I had swampland, I'd sell it to you. Like a toxic dump wasteland, I would tell you this is like a fucking hot spring, okay? And all of them would take it because they're stupid. And like they don't, they're just sheep, you know? That's what it is.
We had a friend yesterday that came over and he's looking at me telling me about all the opportunity to make money right now and all that, and I was like, I'm looking at him and I'm looking at my roommate, and we didn't talk. We let him do his thing, and then I'm like, but you know one thing I wouldn't do? Why would I do any of this if I have to sell my soul for it? And the guy's looking at me like, what? What do you mean? No, making money is not selling your soul. I'm like, well, to a certain point, for the poor guy, maybe I see it that way. And he's all like,
Well, and
well,
that's what they
maybe, yeah,
want. See,
yeah,
this is the unfortunate thing that a lot of
yeah.
people don't realize is they want you dependent on them
Oh,
so
yeah.
they can control you. Like it's
Mhm.
oh man, dude, I want to go get that fucking book now because like so many things will make sense in the way that like I can't say it in a way that like because I'm just too blunt, right? And,
Yeah,
and
no,
and some
I get
people
it. I love
don't
it.
like that. Like some people want you to just, dress it up and make it sound
No,
nice. So,
you get to be
they think
yourself.
they're living in a fucking clown world here.
You're a nicer person when you're yourself, Kim. Stay yourself.
Well, I don't know about nice all the time. I know I could be a fucking cunt
So
sometimes, but
what?
it's not always. I'm like I have a devil on one shoulder and an angel. I got a halo held up by horns, right? I'm a human. I have my limits.
Or you
I
think
try
we're
to
better
treat
as guys?
people good with respect if they deserve it. Sorry, what?
You think we're better as guy? No.
Well,
We all
and that's
understand each other.
see,
That's
and that's
fine.
the thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm one of the guys. Like I mean,
Mhm.
I work with all guys, and believe me when I tell you, I have to put them in their place an awful fucking
Oh
lot.
yeah.
Okay, like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Oh, and it's part of life to be able to accept that sometime you might be put in your place, and it's okay. You just have to do
oh,
differently,
at
and it's
least
like,
once a day, and they're lucky if it's only once a day. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
I like it. And you know what I like the most is the reaction when it was like,
Yeah.
"What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch!
Oh
I
yeah.
said what I said. I got more balls than you. Like, so don't fuck with me. Like, I am not the one. Okay." I can't imagine, like, see, because I'm so. Here's the thing, okay? I'm very strong willed in my beliefs, but I'm also very logical and I'm willing to reason and listen with
Yeah.
logic, okay?
Oh yeah.
However, having said that, I am not the type of person that will just bend a knee because everybody else is. Like, I think that's the biggest sign of weakness. Like I have zero respect for people that do that. And
Yeah.
if you have done that in the past, which I have, I admit it and say, yes, I was wrong. And like,
Oh,
I'm
I
sorry,
believe.
I fell for it, but I didn't know what was happening. I've never experienced this in life before. I wasn't alive during the wars and stuff. Like, you know, so like all of this shit that we're seeing in real time was all new to me. And it was like, it was the biggest mind fuck. But I
Oh
think
yeah.
I came up no, I don't see anybody backstage, hon. Let me check.
No, he's
No,
not.
there's nobody backstage. Carol, do you want to come up? Mr. Smith, you want to come up? I think he fell asleep in the Bottega parking lot. Oh,
Yeah.
that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, you know what I respect the most too is like we're all human, we're all flawed
Mhm.
humans, okay? Nobody's perfect. But and we all make mistakes. And here's the thing, I don't ever fault people for their mistakes, but I will fault you if you know you fucked up, but you still deny it and can't admit it. I have
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
more respect for someone who
Yeah.
says, "Listen, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I own my shit." I have so much respect for that. Like
Yeah.
I would actually almost sometimes you can't forgive, but I will respect
Yeah.
someone's humility to be able to be honest with themselves and with others. Because even if you don't admit it, we see it. We're not stupid. I'm not playing along with your fucking mental illness games. Okay. Like, and the funny thing is they call us mentally ill because we have PTSD. Get fucked. I have more self-awareness than probably most of the people. Because we notice things that people don't notice because of our shit, right?
Yeah.
But like have a conversation without name calling, without labeling, without insulting. Bring me facts, bring me logic, bring me common sense, and then I might listen to you. But if you're just gonna start off with like you're a Nazi, you're this, you're that, like, dude, they make up words now. Like, I mean, I need a fucking thesaurus to walk around to these stupid little fucking new words they make up. Like, and you know what else they do? This really, really makes me mad. Okay, like we're old. Okay, so we grew up in the time of like All in the Family and all of these politically incorrect things. You know what they do? They take them off the air and try to erase history. Listen here. That was the time we were in, okay? Was it wrong? Yes, it was. But you don't delete history. When you know better, you do better. And you look back on it and say, this is where we came from and this is what we evolved from. But not these stupid asses. They try and scrub the internet. Well, you know what? We're 10 steps ahead of you. Like, this isn't
Yeah.
my first
Oh, yeah.
dance, man.
Oh, big time. Big time.
Fucking
Just
idiot.
like for me, like to me, they labeled me as a criminal and all that for so
I don't
long
know lots
because
of
I love
names.
peace.
I'll add to the list.
And that's the thing. It's I went to get all my proper paperwork so they couldn't label me. So then I could fight them in court because I learned in our society, technically, if you have a grudge with society, you fight it in court. And most
I've
time,
never
the
been
court,
to court.
the,
I've never been, and from what I
no,
see from our supposed fucking justice system, there's no justice. It's all bought and paid for.
it
And
depends which judge you're getting and
yeah,
what they're feeling that day.
yeah, yeah.
And I find out I, I'm extremely good at reading the room as soon as I go in somehow, and
Oh
right
yeah,
away
fines
it's
for
like, oh
sure,
yeah.
100%.
And
Yeah,
even the judge told me I'm a sharp tool. He's like, you might be disabled, but he's like, no,
it
you're
goes worse by
handicapable.
better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The judge told me he's like, you're not disabled, you're handicapable. He's like, you're extremely sharp mentally because
Listen, drop the
you've been
labels.
through trauma.
You are a fucking human being. You are
Exactly.
you. And you're not disabled, you're not mentally ill, you're not nothing. You are a dude that has an opinion, and other people have the problem, not you, because they're threatened by our willpower,
Oh,
by
I know.
our own individual thinking, by common sense, by logic, by proof, by evidence. They're the ones that have the problem, not me. I see everything, okay?
Yeah.
Like I
Oh yeah.
notice shit that other people don't, okay?
I was telling PK about that when I went to court. I told him, I'm like, look, since you were labeled as a person with a criminal record prior to this, technically you've been going through the same thing I've been going through. But for me, they can't label me what they're labeling you now. And he's like, why? I'm like, because I'm fighting them in court and I'm not talking
Do you
about
know what Kyle Kemper
it. And he's
said?
like,
Justin
really?
Trudeau's half brother even said about his brother. He
Oh
said,
yeah.
"You know why they're coming after you, Pat?
Yeah.
Because you made him look bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But that's the thing. They couldn't come at him the way they are doing if he was doing the proper procedure.
If he was such a badass, why
But
wasn't he charged with sedition?
oh yeah,
That's the
no.
act of overthrowing a government. They're
And
trying to say that everybody went there because of him. Listen here, motherfucker. He's not Charles Manson, okay?
mhm.
Nobody makes anybody do anything, especially me. I am so stubborn. I will, despite you, I'll do whatever I want. Always, always will, always have. And and this is they're thinking because that's the way that they roll.
Yeah.
They can't gain the respect of people, so they remove your rights. So you have to conform. But guess what? You can do
Or
whatever
fight
you
them in
want. I
court.
will find a
Yeah.
way around it.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
no. For me, like I say, I found a way around it by going like as soon as they put the label terrorist on my thing, my like
You should hear what I call them. Terrorist is a badge of honor.
I have
Fuck them.
lawyers in I have lawyers a lawyer firm in my family, and they told
Okay,
me
that's weird.
exactly what to do. They told me exactly what to do. I went to court and I asked them right away. I'm like, okay, now now that you label me wrongfully, I need you to put the proof behind what the allegation. And
You
right
just
there,
love with a fucking lawsuit. That's all you do.
sometimes lawsuit don't work here for the
See,
reason
I don't
that
go the legal route. You
it's
know
a
what I do? Hi, Chris Chalk. You look an awful lot like Mr. Smith. That's
I'm actually his
fucking funny.
I'm actually his stunt double. I'm just here on a Friday.
Well,
Hey,
I think
buddy.
you have more hair than he does. No.
It's starting to grow on the sides. I should let it go. I'll look like Krusty the Clown in 3 weeks.
Dude, I have so much hair. I can make wigs for everybody I know, like, and still have a lot left over. That's funny as shit.
Where is
So-
he? I know he's here.
I know he was. He's like, I don't see the link, and I'm like, I dropped the link, and it's you know how slow he is, though, eh?
Wow, that's none of
Carol,
my
I would love for you to come up as well. I haven't talked to you in a long time, or Teresa. Anybody is more than welcome. Like, I mean, we're all friends here, you know.
I'll drop the link again.
And there you
All
go.
right.
It's not. It doesn't want to load the picture fully, but yeah, I loved it, buddy. Keep on those video coming. I thought it was so hilarious.
With the Canadian riot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I wanted.
I'm so upset.
I
It's
wanted-
like,
I
dude,
wanted
you
to
know
send
me.
you-
Like, you've seen me go off. I'm
Yeah.
like,
My
if I could
first,
do what I wanted to do, fuck. Oh my
I
god,
know, I
I'd be
know.
making the news.
But yeah, this was so good when I saw that. I laughed so hard. I'm like, oh yeah,
That's so
I'm like
funny.
to an American, yeah, technically that's what they're seeing, and I get
Well,
it
and that's-
100%.
That's why I was speaking up so much, and also because like I didn't tell people the full truth in the beginning, and it affected my life in ways that like I almost wasn't here. Like I almost was like I'm out. Like I almost let them win, and it's like no, I'm not. Fuck you. Like, and you're telling me I'm fucked up? No, I'm very aware of what you're doing. And the thing is like they tie your hands so you can't have any recourse.
Mhm.
But I use the biggest weapon I got is my mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And for Canadian court and stuff like that, it works awesome when you can explain yourself and be polite and just explain yourself. Then the judge looked at you and he's looking at the persecutor and they're like, okay, you can no, you get to redo the whole story because that's what I meant. For me, they tried to label me wrongfully, and I know my right as a citizen because that's all I have left.
Just as a quick example for people that don't understand, Pat King, the one that's going through it now, he is not even allowed to speak.
Yep.
They have taken his ability of freedom of speech, even. Okay. They are doing everything they can, in my opinion, to make him off himself. That's because if I had to keep my mouth shut for 2 years, not talk, not go in public, not speak my truth, there's no court in the land that could stop me from doing that.
And there's the like PK is one of them. Like there's hundreds of guys just like him, but no one is really speaking about that. Like, yeah, the courts are full across Canada with people that they label wrongfully, and lots of people are fighting it, and lots of people are saying, well, represent yourself and all that, which it can be a good thing, but in my opinion, it's better to go with
No, you need a lawyer, man. You need a lawyer.
need a lawyer that knows this shit, because yes, you will be allowed to speak and tell your truth, but the lawyer, its job is to protect your ass from saying something that you shouldn't be saying in court. Which
So,
is
Mr. Smith, sorry, let's talk to Mr. Smith for a second. I want to say hi to my buddy here. So, what's going on with you? You were doing some work outside in the mountains.
Oh yeah, I
Setting
got,
up some
like,
traps or
I had
what?
a 5,000-pound dump trailer full of dirt delivered because my wife wants to do raised planter boxes this season. So we got like
That's a great idea. I love those things actually, and it's smart. It saves your back. Let me tell you.
Oh, it broke mine today.
Yeah.
Shoveling dirt, loading it up. So it got dumped from the 5,000-pound trailer. All I got is like a small tractor and a small dump trailer. So shoveling it all from the giant pile into the small dump trailer, driving around, shoveling it into the planters and all that crap. Only got like a third of it done today.
Here's the trick I'll tell you. My mom told me this years ago, is when you're doing like planter boxes or even like say big flower pots, because I'm a huge gardener. In order to not use as much dirt, you put like say biodegradable stuff in the bottom as filler, like rocks even, or like plastic bottle, anything like that, to fill up some of the space, and you use about half of the dirt. That's a trick.
So
that's a life hack.
There are pieces of well, there's small rocks, but there's also pieces of like dead trees, like cut off pieces of trees, filling it up. Oh, look, it's me.
Oh, look, we got 2 Chris trucks.
Yeah.
We have 2 more spots available for anybody that wants to come and join the Brady Bunch, the dysfunctional Brady Bunch. We put the fun and dysfunctional around here, yo.
What is
I was cutting the grass.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Did you guys see the fucking? Were you on here when the guy next door was driving the tractor and hit the light pole? He backed it up.
No.
He's
Oh
backing
my
up
God.
Yeah, he did. And then when he picks it up, I bet you he
missed
didn't
it.
cut the electricity off to it. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to watch somebody get
I
electrocuted.
totally missed it.
Oh, yeah.
Kim,
Watch
Oh,
it
it was
back.
funny as hell.
It was funny. I was laughing. He heard me.
I want to say one thing. He's got the image of that little joke picture that I put up online. But in all reality, Canadians are fucking fed up with their leadership and the corruption going on, right?
Oh,
That's
like
the reason.
4 years
that's
ago,
the
fed up.
reason
Okay.
why-
Like, we're beyond fed up. What's the
Yeah,
next level
oh, yeah.
beyond fed up?
Well,
Like,
Well, the thing is, it's no different than the States now. So
no,
lightheartedly,
no.
like that's a lighthearted kind of like, I can't. That's like the old days. That ain't the way it is now. Like
we're
Americans
getting
don't see
influenced by
Canadians-
USA a lot recently.
Americans don't see Canadians as weak. They see them saying, "Hey, fuck this shit. You're not going to be a corrupt governing, ruling party or whatever. We're done with this bullshit, right?"
Yeah.
And we're the same way. So we have a lot
Oh,
of the same principles and ideologies going on right now. So
Yeah.
that's awesome, I think.
The biggest thing I despise is people putting out false information. And it's like, okay, if this doesn't make sense to you yet, at least take note because it will be coming to a country near you soon.
Oh yeah,
There were
It's going
there were
everywhere.
certain countries that were on the fast track, Canada being one of them, Australia, New Zealand, I can't remember. There was 7, okay? And it was like, and this is, I don't want to get into the whole fucking thing. I don't even really want to talk about this anymore, but it was for a purpose to let people know that, like, I'm not going to let them lie on us, okay? They called us Nazis, but they're the ones that gave a motherfucker, a real Nazi, a standing ovation in the House of Commons and made all Canadians look like assholes. And it's like, dude, if I can really do to you what I want to do to you, like, oh.
We're supposed to be anti-Semitic, Nazi.
You know what I want to do? You know what I really want to do is I want to get Trudeau's wife on my panel and just say, "Bitch, tell all." Okay,
could.
like.
No, he couldn't. That's what I mean. Lots of people are trying to have him in an interview, and the only thing we can get is his brother.
No, his ex-wife. Oh, I know. I can get Kyle on here. I talked to him actually.
Yeah,
he's based.
There's a whole under conspiracy controversy of the reason why all this happened. Like
my phone's at 25% and I can't charge it because there's moisture in my fucking charger because I left my sunroof open last night. So I don't know when that will dry out. But we'll go to
it. Put it in some rice. Put it in some rice.
Do you want me to do it right now?
No, I'm just saying it'll dry it out.
It says you can't plug it into the charger, but you can use the wireless charging, and it's like, what do you mean wireless charging? How do you do wireless charging? What is that?
Oh, it's gonna charge your battery wirelessly from the.
What are you laughing at?
Oh
Chuck?
yeah, they have these little bays. Like you just put the phone on it and it charges.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where the fuck that is. Son of a bitch.
Your phone has to actually have that.
You son of a bitch! I don't know where that
application inside.
I can't say nothing, man. I lose everything all the time. Like, welcome to life with Kim's tripping. Never a dull moment, I tell you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
God bless it.
But yeah, no, Canada definitely from what we're seeing is that the whole world, like there's a massive amount of people around the world that are getting it, like they're getting what we're talking about. They know.
Yeah, well, getting it isn't enough. I want to see action now. I'm sick of this. Like, let's see some fucking throwdowns. Like,
I'm telling you,
this bitch.
in Ontario, the pressure is at 125%. So I don't like. Oh yeah, everywhere you go in Ontario, any town in Ontario, they all have fuck Trudeau flag everywhere. Like we went on a trip, and I'm telling you, it's everywhere.
I want to become an American, but like with that, they need to legalize weed and stop being so judgmental about it because you have a lot bigger problems in your country. Let me tell you, than fucking weed, okay? Just
For
saying.
Me, three strike is not enough. I'm like, yeah, I need way more than 3 strike. I understand my place now, but I still need more than 3 strike. I'm like, yep. But we're looking at options and all that just in case. But I have a
Make
friend.
a run for the border.
I have a friend that just like he went to Portugal. He went to live there because he got tired of this shit, and he's like, man, he's like Portugal is worse now, and then Canada. And I'm like, well, you deal with what you
How?
got. We told you not to leave. Like we need everybody.
How
to
is it worse in
fight.
Canada?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's there's few laws down there that he just doesn't like whatsoever. So
I'm
for
gonna
him,
just throw this out there. Let's make the mafia great again, okay? And say fuck you, government, because the mafia is more respectful
oh yeah.
and legitimate.
Oh,
Okay? Let's make the mafia great again. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the thing. There's a massive difference from what I saw. There's a massive difference between the mob in Canada and the mob everywhere else.
Not so much
There's
anymore, okay? Like,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
not
these guys
anymore.
are
No,
far more
you're right.
corrupt than the mafia ever was, okay?
I'm
I'd rather
talking
roll
about
with the
the mob
mafia
we
all
used
day
to know.
long than any fucking political
Yeah.
bullshit asshole motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
we
They
need
used to.
so we need hats. The hats aren't going to say MAGA.
Noise.
They're going to say MTMGA instead of MAGA. Make the mafia great again, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like, they're yeah.
I would
All
say
day
make
long.
the men of honor
Brilliant.
great again. Yeah, the men of honor made them great again.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
like we need to bring the suit back and
Listen,
keeping
they
our
call
word
us
and
all
shit.
these fucking slanderous bullshit names, and they think they're better than us. They're fucking giant pieces of shit that wear fucking Gucci suits and carry a briefcase. They're not fooling anybody. You can put pig on a lipstick, it's still a fucking pig, okay? But the mafia, I will always respect them 100%.
You just said you're going to put pig on lipstick, so I think you meant to reverse that.
Whatever, you know what I mean? Okay? I didn't even catch it. Sometimes that happens. Like, it's whatever. It's old age. I don't know what's happening.
No, I actually just pictured a woman like rubbing a pig across her. It was just.
I can't even pick up my dog. Do you think I could pick up a pig? Fuck. And they're prickly, actually. They're prickly pigs. They're
they
not
got
soft and fuzzy. They're prickly.
Yeah, they got little furs.
Like
and
a
stuff.
cactus.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
My friend used to have one as a pet. They thought it'd be cute to get their kid one. And I was like, dude, this thing ain't cute. It's going into people's fucking yards and eating their shit. Like,
Yeah.
Paul, he's happy to see you. You should know.
Wow.
21% battery update, yo.
Yeah, it's
So if you got any jokes, spit them out now before we lose it. Before we lose the connection.
What's your battery up to or down to?
21%. And then it just goes
21.
like it'll just drop like from 21 to like 7. And then I gotta end it because if I don't end it, it'll keep going. The stupid live will keep going.
Yeah, they did that on me the last time I live stream. I came back home 2 hours later and I'm
I
looking
know.
and
I
it
know
says
people be
it's
calling
live.
me. They're like, Kim, you're still live. I'm like, oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
Good
it's
thing I don't.
learning
Oh,
technology.
it's on,
is
well,
not-
it didn't just happen once. Let me tell you that. Like, good thing you didn't go to the washroom or something, or like, do something like sillier than that. Even.
Yeah, as soon as it loses connection and you go back in, it restarts a new one, but it doesn't tell you the old one is still live. It's like, what the heck? I got that. I had that going on my last one.
You know what I want to start looking into? I was looking this up last night. Is I want to start a podcast on Spotify.
Yeah.
Because you know how this platform is absolutely 1,000,000% compromised. YouTube, you know who I'm talking to? You bitch. But Spotify, they let you get away with more. And I'm thinking, why not?
A little more. They let you get
You
the
can
way.
do that. A friend of mine's got one.
Yeah.
Rumble
Yep.
does too.
I'm
Rumble.
learning, right?
Yeah.
I'm not techie.
Rumble, technically Rumble does it. Odyssey.
I know.
does it.
I
there's
still
few
don't
other
really
things to do.
understand Rumble all that well. I have Instagram, but I'm not sure who's making the noise.
That's Truck.
Truck.
Oh shit!
Me
Sorry, I
when you
forgot to
make
mute.
noise, okay? I sound like Angel. Where's the
My
noise?
bad.
If you
You
start
were
doing
forced to it.
podcast, you got to get like a microphone, like a
Yeah.
studio.
Oh well, fuck. Do you think
Or
I'm
you got to get
professional?
a
Like, come on.
headset like I got.
Well, I mean,
I'm using a phone.
that's all I use. You get a simple one.
All I use. But
What are you
he's got
saying?
another one on his side.
No,
He's Mr. Prepared.
I'm an
He's
idiot. I
Mr.
know. Don't
Prepared.
worry about it. You're
no,
right.
I'm saying like this is a standalone, and then the other one is like on the swing arm and all that.
Yeah, I
crap.
see people with those, and it's like, you know, you got this big black fucking dildo on your face, like fuzzy fucking weird thing.
Well, I wasn't going to go that far. I was just going to say it's more of a pain in the ass with this.
Well, it is actually.
Okay.
And then what? I have to hook that up to my laptop. That I can't even find the delete key on my laptop. Okay.
It's a USB plug. That's all it is for any of them. So.
Okay, well that's easy. I know how to use that.
You need a crash course, Kim.
No, listen, straight up. Like I used to use a computer every day for my job, and I was actually, I would say like in between intermediate to a little bit above, but not professional, but just above, underneath that, right? But then when smartphones came out, it was like you don't need it anymore because everything's in your hand. Like so, then when you stop using it, it's like okay. I was trying to find the Control Alt Delete button. I'm like, where's the damn delete button? Like, I can't find it.
It should be up in the right hand corner.
The cell phone.
Well, yeah, I found it after 20 minutes. Thanks, Troc.
I use my PC only.
What?
I use my PC only.
What's that, Mr. Smith? I can't see. What is that? A soundbar?
Computer tech said it was in the upper right hand corner. It's not. It's right. It's right here.
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
You know what I did
what
get
type of
though is a
keyboard?
keyboard that lights up, so I can see it now.
Oh, shit. My phone's dying too. What the fuck?
I'm at 19%. So if you got any jokes, let's hear them now before we go.
Piece of string walks into a bar, walks up to the bar and sits down and says, "Bartender, get me a beer." Bartender looks at the piece of string and says, "We don't serve your kind here. Get the fuck out of here, right?" Little piece of string slinks off the bar stool, head down, walks out of the bar, walks halfway down the block, and he stops. He's like, "I want a beer." So the little piece of string turns around, sets himself straight, marches right back to the bar, walks in, opens the door, goes up, sits right on the bar stool, and goes, "Bartender, get me a beer." Slams his little hand on the counter. Bartender says, "I told you, we don't fucking serve your kind here. Get the fuck out of here." So the piece of string fucking slings off the bar stool again, head down, goes out the door, gets halfway down the block. Then he's
Are
like,
you saying it's string?
"Yeah, piece of string, a little piece of
Okay.
string."
Okay.
So a little piece of string stops. He's by the alley. He's like, "Fuck this shit, man." He's like, "I'm going back. I want a fucking beer." So he goes into the alley. He messes up his hair. He ties himself into a knot. He marches down the street, walks right back into the bar, slams the door open, walks right back up, gets up on the bar stool, slams his little hand on the counter and goes, "Bartender, give me a beer." Bartender says, "Hey, aren't you that piece of string that was in here?" And he goes, "Nope, I'm afraid not." Get it?
I do. I know lots of jokes, but none that I can tell on the internet. They're all politically incorrect, just like me. That's why everybody loves me. But if you're feeling hurt, you can't handle me. I don't blame you. Run for your life. Have to hide it afterward. Yeah, I can't. There's none of them I can say because snowflakes are everywhere. But I still like anything inappropriate, borderline. Not even borderline. If it's offensive, it's hilarious. Like I'm not even gonna lie.
My joke is
a dark humor. That's a dark humor coping mechanism.
Yeah, my joke is on screen. It's in the form of a picture.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, that's what people live in nowadays.
Oh, I know. Like, it pisses me off so much.
You know what? That's why I stopped paying attention to it because it's like life's too short to be walking around with your head ready to explode every day about stuff we really have no control over.
Exactly. That's why I've been taking care of my grow. I'm growing vegetable and everything inside now, and I'm doing my thing inside.
That's why I started focusing on my fitness and getting in shape and all that. Like I have lost so much weight. I'm almost embarrassed to say how much weight I've lost because it's a lot. Like I didn't realize how fat I was until I started losing weight. And I'm like, oh my God. So,
hey Kim, looking at this picture, have you ever had sex while you're camping?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure have.
Yeah, it's fucking intense.
Aha!
See the tent, and the. Sorry.
Every joke I know is offensive.
I see what you did there.
I can't even think of one that isn't. Knock knock.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I know what you mean, Kim. All my jokes. People are
You
like,
guys hear
"Hey,
me?
are you anti-Semitic?" I'm like, no. There's only a certain percentage of those people that I don't like, but I'm allowed to not like them.
Hi, Seymour. Hi, Minnie. And thank you, Teresa. I think you're sweet too. I don't usually hear that too often.
Oh, I'm not rude.
Usually
Okay.
it's more like, she's a fucking bitch. She's crazy. Don't fuck with her. A part of it too is one thing I learned doing this research is like, don't be afraid to show the crazy. You know why?
Yeah.
Because people will not fuck with that.
I know, and that's what I'm finding
So
out.
why do you think I am the way I am? Like people, like grown ass men are afraid of me, and they should be.
That's why with the situation with PK and all that, I think it's gonna change because, like I
I
say,
hope it starts a goddamn revolution. If he's found guilty, like motherfucker, it better do something because.
I think he will be because he didn't like he had
Uh-oh.
procedure to follow at the beginning for that. But then
Battery's dying.
Oh.
I hope him the best.
13%, and I just got a thing that says charge it. So
Oh, you better.
we may have to end. We may have to end it soon.
all night by accident.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So this is what I was thinking. Like, I'm actually having a good time, and I would love to stay out here and chat. So if I can find a hair dryer or something to blow out the fucking water in the charger, or a piece of rice or something, then I'll charge my phone.
Yeah,
And
you
if I
put
can
rice
come
in,
back
like, a
later,
You just put like
You
rice in a
what?
Tupperware. You just put the phone in it.
yeah, I've had to do it a couple
Put
times.
rice in like a
I've
little
actually,
Tupperware.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
I heard that before too. I don't know if
All
it
right,
works, but
guys.
from what I'm
As
hearing,
much fun as I'm having, I should end this before I do get stuck not being able to. So thank you guys all for coming on, and I had a great time. And let's do this again. If I can get my phone charged, then maybe we'll come back later tonight because this is really not like I never go live at this time. So it was actually nice. So thanks for coming on, you guys. Thanks everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
have a
See
great
ya.
one.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Good to see you,
anytime.
Alex, Kim,
You're
and
welcome.
Mr. Smith.
All right. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone,
Sorry,
for joining. Carol,
one,
next
Jim.
Jump
live
on
you're
quick
coming
enough.
on, woman. I miss you. I love her chats. Carol's wicked woman. Very strong,
Right.
fierce woman. I love like strong, powerful, fierce women that take no shit. Like you guys,
Oh yeah.
my respect. All right, guys, I gotta end it before I get stuck. So
Yeah,
I
have
will
a
let
good
you
one,
guys know.
everybody.
Okay.
Good chatting to you.
All right.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you. Bye bye. Peace
Ciao
out,
for
bitches.
now.
Caw-caw.